Welcome back, everyone. My name is Kevin. It's good to be here with you. I'm going to interpret another dream from one of you. You sent me your dreams through Instagram direct messaging, and dreams are powerful ways that our subconscious mind tries to communicate with us what's going on inside of ourselves. Oftentimes, people look at dreams as not only the subconscious mind's way of speaking to us, but some people believe that it's God's way of giving us messages. Now, I am going to interpret this dream. I know some people may be iffy on whether or not dream interpretation is a good thing. Listen, dream interpretation is in fact biblical. It's not sorcery. It's not wizardry. All it takes is a little bit of prayerful insight and a look at dreams instead of just ignoring them. So I'm very thankful for those of you who have reached out to me. My inbox on Instagram has been flooded with different dreams. So I'm going to do my best to look at them, pray over them, and see what this dream could possibly represent in your life. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cue the dream music as I read this dream out loud with you, and then I'm going to interpret the dream to the best of my ability. Let's go ahead and read this dream together. Kevin, I was in a bedroom with my baby in the crib next to me. Then all of a sudden, another baby that looked exactly like my baby was lying on the bed next to me. I remember thinking, where did this other baby come from? But I held him anyway. Then I checked on my baby in the crib, and my son's double that was laying on the bed with me rolled off the bed and was laughing. I thought it was weird that he wasn't crying after falling off the bed. This made me wonder if the baby was real. So I picked up the baby from the floor and I held him in my arms. And I tried to take a picture of us together on my phone to see if he would come out in the picture. I don't know why. I thought that would reveal the truth, but I did. And I never got the picture because the baby wouldn't sit still. I know this is a really weird dream, but what do you think would be the meaning behind it anyway? Well, first of all, let me thank you for sending me this dream. Now, anytime there are dreams about babies, I feel as though dreams about babies represent new beginnings in your life. Now, breaking this dream down, I believe that being a new mother in this situation, a new beginning, a new way of having responsibilities in life, that's what your baby represents. It's new responsibility in this life. And perhaps stress, and you're worried about being a good mother. You're worried about the stress that's involved in raising a child because you take it seriously. And so I believe that in the dream, your baby being in the crib represents your newfound responsibility, this phase in your life of being a mother. Now, what's interesting is the baby double. This is the second baby that appears on the bed that looks identical to your baby that's in the crib. And you weren't sure if this baby was yours, but you picked this baby up and you put the baby back down on the bed and you went to check on your responsibility, like a good mother, being responsible, feeling that stress and the anxiety of being a mother. And when you looked back over at that baby double, the baby double rolled off the bed, but was laughing. I feel as though the baby rolling off the bed, which can be a very scary moment for any parent, yet the baby was laughing. I believe that this is your unconscious mind or God speaking to you, trying to get you to understand that you don't need to make a big deal of the small things. That perhaps there's things that you're so worried about being a brand new mother that you don't need to be. You don't need to be so anxiety filled. You don't need to be so stressed. You don't need to be worried constantly about whether you're doing a good job or not. And that's what the baby laughing represents as it rolls off the bed and it's laughing. I believe it's a way to try to speak to you, to break the anxiety, to break the stress, to break the tensity, the tension, if you will, that you might be feeling as a new mother. I believe that it's speaking to this part of you that feels really bogged down. And I don't exactly know your situation as a mother, whether you're a single mother or what's going on, but perhaps there's this overwhelming tension and anxiety that you are living in trying to be a mother. And I believe that the baby rolling off the bed and laughing the second baby is speaking to you that you don't need to hang on to the anxiety and the tension, that you're doing just fine. You're going to be good. You don't have to make big deals out of the small things. You're doing amazing as a mother. That's what that represents. Now, when you pick the baby up because you didn't believe it was real, because the baby was laughing when it rolled off the bed, you indicate that you didn't believe it was real. That again solidifies that you truly believe that you have to be anxious about being a mother. You have to be stressed out. And I believe that you wondering if the baby is real, meaning, is it okay for you to relax? Is it okay for you to not make such a big deal out of the small things? For you to give a lot of your anxiety back to God? Is it okay? And that's why you were wondering, is the baby real? Is it okay to release some of the stress? Is it okay for me to release some of the anxiety surrounding being a mother? Yes, it is. Now, what's interesting is you're trying to take a picture of this baby, the second baby that was laughing after it rolled off the bed. You were trying to hold this baby and you were trying to take a snapshot of it. You were trying to take a picture of it. I feel like what this means is that you're trying to grab onto the validation that this baby that rolled off and is laughing, you know that it's allowing you to feel more free. You're feeling less anxious and you're trying to capture that. Perhaps you're trying to seek validation. You're trying to be able to see yourself as a mother with your baby and seeing what a good job you're doing. You're trying to gain that validation, having something to look at that's validating to you as a mother. Now, what's interesting is that you indicated that the picture doesn't come out, right? You're having a difficult time getting a picture of you and that second baby. The baby was moving around or the picture was blurry. You couldn't get that snapshot, which means you're not able to get the validation that you need. You're struggling to see with clarity just what a wonderful mother you are in the situation. You're struggling to see with clarity you being able to raise this child stress-free without the anxiety. You're not given an accurate image. You're not able to see in the long run what that looks like. And that's why there's a lack of clarity in the photograph that you're trying to take with this second or the baby double, so to speak. So to wrap this up, I feel as though this dream is about you and about your motherhood, about this phase of your life, about you being a brand new mother. You are doing an amazing job, and most likely you're surrounded by stress and anxiety over certain things that might be taking place, perhaps the relationship, the co-parenting situation. And I believe that you are in this place where God wants to tell you that you're doing just fine. You don't need to make big deals out of the small issues. That's the baby laughing. Also, it's important that you do seek validation, that you do have good support. I'm curious to know what your support system looks like around you being a mother. Are you surrounded by help and people who are encouraging to you as a mother? Because again, that represents the picture that you're trying to take with the second baby that was laughing. All right. So I encourage you to seek the validation, but if the validation is not there the way you want it, just know that you are doing great. You are a fantastic mother. That's the baby laughing, right? So I encourage you, though, make sure you're surrounded by good people, good supportive people, people who are encouraging you to be the best mom that you can, people who are cheering you on as a mother, and people who are definitely validating your experience as a mother. So that's important too. And as far as the clarity goes, I would say this, it's being a new parent. I'm a parent myself. It's always hard. We can't foretell the future. There's no way to know what's going on. It's very difficult. And so understand that you're not going to have a clear image of everything that is to come. There is an aspect of parenting that requires us to be in the moment, to be present with our children. And that ultimately is all that matters, is your presence on a daily basis, how you show up in that child's life. Not out of stress, not out of anxiety, but out of enjoying being a mother, and obviously out of being a responsible mother, but without trying so desperately to solidify and see the future and the outcome. Be present, be in the moment, be responsive with your child. I hope that this interpretation has reached you. And I just want to let you know that I believe, based on the dream, that you are doing a fantastic job as a mother. Not exactly sure what the situation is surrounding the co-parenting. However, this dream was for you, and it was speaking to you in regards to your mindset and the stress that you might be feeling in raising your child. I hope that this interpretation has reached you, and I hope that it helps you. All right. Now, for those of you who are experiencing strange dreams coming out of toxic relationships and narcissistic abuse, I encourage you to message me on Instagram. You can message me at Join the Royal We on Instagram. Send me your dream through my DM, direct message, if you are okay with me sharing this dream publicly. Again, it stays anonymous. However, it's a great way to get some insight into what your dreams are trying to tell you. I'll be back with more videos. If you are brand new to the Royal We, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss any future Royal We content. And I'll be back with more videos for you right here on the Royal We.